Man, I recently just watched Porco's Risotto, and these are my thoughts about it. And it's been long since people reviewed it, but hey, it's just my thoughts about it, and I just want to talk about it. I mean, all Studio Ghibli movies to me, even though I haven't seen them all, have absolutely great writing in them. And this one was no exception to the rule. I think Porco Risotto is a simplicity movie that has cartoon violence and has, good writing, very good characters in the hints of things. And for me, when I watched Porco Risotto, it took me back. I'll be honest with you. Maybe it's just because I'm not as young as I used to be, and I'm not trying to say like I'm old as I am older than what I was like, because, that's how growing works. And I guess Porco Risotto remind me of how simplicity in a movie can really amplify it a lot. Or maybe it's because of how, we see mainstream anime today. We don't have much of that story-driven anime as, we have with Studio Ghibli. I'm not saying there's I'm not saying that there's, no story in some anime. Well, I am saying that, but I'm not saying that you can't find any anime that has like high, good quality stories that have good writing in them. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that Porco Risotto is, you know, what is something that brings you back to simplicity in a lot of ways, because you have who, this pig character, but who was not really a pig previously. He was cursed after the First World War, and, he was an ace. He went on to go be a bounty hunter. He fought against fascists. He wanted to be on his own free will. I'm not saying you can't find that type of stuff in mainstream anime today, but I am saying that I guess, the whole story to me is just pure simplicity at its finest, and the art, it's absolutely great. It doesn't have to be the 4K gaming RAM 100,000 AK 1080p resolution, like 3D fireworks, or like a 3D presentation, colors exploding off in your face type of animation, but the animation is solid, and I can't help but have, you know, have that simplicity in my life. And I'm not saying mainstream anime sucks, but I just saying that, you know, sometimes when I look back on the anime I watched previously before, I start to realize uh, how much is, how little is needed to make a story great. That you don't need the best graphics. All you need is a good story to tell. And that's pretty much all of anime, if I'm being honest. Just a good story to make people engage. And Studio Ghibli, Porco Risotto is definitely up there for one of my favorite anime movies today. And it brings me to today where sometimes, movies we see today don't have that much effort or story into them, but there are some out there with like barely any budget money and are still making great stories out of it. If you know, you know. But man, after just seeing Porco Risotto, I have a new found respect for simplicity. And maybe like maybe if you haven't watched it, but I bet you did. If you haven't watched Porco Risotto, I highly recommend it. And I think after you watch it, you will most likely have that same opinion of simplicity just like me, or you are probably just going to find it, you know, as your average mundane movie. However you view it, it is all up to you. But yeah, check out my videos. Thank you so much for watching, and STARZ unite.